This great city has been witness to many strange scenes, but none so staggering as the one that played out here beneath her slumbering streets just seconds ago. An evil space ape, bent on world destruction, thwarted by a 6-foot-tall dog and a rabbity thing with
Keep
psychic
away from the big
power.
monkey.
A tidy conclusion to an improbable story. Or so it would seem. For about 5 nanoseconds, until our heroes turn
Sam?
and
What
see
is it
something
looking
so
at?
unexplainable, so horrifying, as to render evil space apes suddenly quaint.
How could you, Sam? There you stand, a sickening grin on your face, your great hairy mitts clutched around my dear little silky white neck. Mother warned me it would come to this, but I couldn't bring myself to believe her.
I could be wrong, Max, but I've got a hunch this isn't us. These horrifying skeletons are meant to convey a message of some sort. There's a story behind this grisly tableau. Aha, a note!
What's it say?
There's a story behind this grisly tableau. Look, a highly flammable reel of nitrate-coated film from the dawn of the age of cinema. I'll just pop it into this conveniently placed projector.
No fair, Sam. You got to pick the movie last time.
Shut up and enjoy the show, Max.
Ooh, Egyptian-y. Hey, that looks just like...
Thundering tintypes of Teddy Roosevelt and a 3-wheeled baby carriage with a bonus jar of mustache wax. That's none other than my great-grandpa Samuth, with your great-grandpa Maximus.
I can't hear what they're saying.
It's a silent movie, little buddy. Filmed before the invention of vocal cords.
Can't find the volume knob, huh? Let me...
No, get away!
I want to mess with it.
Come on.
Get off the... Mine. Something's happening, Sam. My aura is going all squirrely.
I feel it too, Max. Some irresistible force is pulling me through the frame of that movie.
We've got it, little buddy. The toy box is ours.
Not for long.
Kringle!
I want that toy box!
This is one of those situations where it would be helpful to have a gun.
Or psychic powers.
Psychic powers, that's right. We keep forgetting you've got unexplainable psychic powers.
Oh, yeah.
Where the Sam Hill are you hiding? There's no escape. Come out or I'll shoot.
If we do come out, you'll shoot anyway.
What's your point?
It's teetering. It's hard to believe we're really in Egypt.
I thought it would be sunnier.
Come out, wherever you are.
Good old Charlie Hotep. Thanks to him, I am gifted with the miraculous ability to throw my voice into people and objects.
Yeah, I'm still not sure ventriloquism counts as a psychic power.
Ha! That sap Kringle will never find us in here.
Ha! There you are.
Watch out for falling squid.
Let's take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. Champion ventriloquizing, Maximus.
Now all we've got to do is read those hieroglyphics again and the door will open and we'll be golden.
Right. You don't remember how to read hieroglyphics, do you, Maximus?
Fat chance. But you do, right, Sam?
Oh, this is rich. Ho, 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 ho.
Huh. That was interesting. A little skimpy on character development.
It can't be the whole story. There must be... Yes!
Oh, great. Did we just, watch the end of the movie first?
No, I think that was the middle.
Which one's the beginning?
Not a clue. Which one do you want to try?
Did the usher see us?
Nah, he's still fishing for us under the candy counter. Shh, show's about to start.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, devotees of the uncanny and the bizarre. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Monsieur Pepperweight, and I bear great tidings, an archaeological discovery of earth-shattering proportions. My friends, I present to you the Sphinx.
Ugh, it's horrible, Samuth. The face of pure evil.
The stage is that way, schmucko.
It is said she will yield her secrets only to one whose powers are equal to those of Sammun-Mak himself. Might you be that favored individual? I have come to your fair city today to issue a challenge. What you see before you is not merely a pasteboard facsimile, but a perfect recreation of the tomb's outer fortifications. To the one who makes it through the gate, I offer 2 tickets to Egypt and a chance for the adventure of a lifetime.
You get any of that, Samuth?
Prize for the guys who can bust through that thing.
Busting things is our specialite.
You read my mind, little buddy.
Say, Fats, how about you and a Lagomorph take a nice walk on the Brooklyn Bridge, crosswise, and keep going?
Aw, don't you just want to tousle his little bald scalp? Whee! Whee!
Ah, here, give it a whirl, my friends. The challenge of the Sphinx is open to all, regardless of age, prowess, or physical deformity.
Remind me, what do we win if we beat this game?
An all-expenses-paid trip to sunny Egypt.
Egypt. Now, is that with the alligators or the crocodiles?
Your ignorance of giant carnivorous reptiles is embarrassing me, Maximus. Spill the secret, buddy. How do we make it through this challenge of the Sphinx?
I can talk you through the sequence of steps, but you must pass through the mouth of the Sphinx by your own power. To begin, simply step on to the beseeching mat.
Beseeching mat?
Her tongue.
In other words, you don't have a clue how this thing works.
Of course I know how it works. I built it. But despite all my arcane knowledge, only one, granted the gift, has the power to pass through.
Know anything about the dame with the beady eyes?
Mole people, the bane of my existence. Why are they always following me?
That can of nuts looks oddly out of place up there.
That is no ordinary can of nuts. It's a can of nuts from the devil's toy box.
What makes it so out of the ordinary?
Far be it from me to divulge the secrets of the devil's toy box, but it's just possible that this can does not actually contain nuts.
Why go to all the trouble of rigging up a challenge of the Sphinx? If you're the big expert, why don't you just go through the mouth yourself?
Knowledge alone is not sufficient to overcome the Sphinx's defenses, alas. The seeker must be special.
Who's the codger with the ugly kids?
Is he bothering you? You want we should pants him?
That's Nicholas St. Kringle, the well-known toy tycoon. He's offered me a fortune to direct him to the tomb of Sammun-Mak, but his money is of no interest to me.
Who wants toy money?
Talent! That is what I am searching for.
Thanks, your impresario ship.
Give the challenge of the Sphinx a try, boys. What have you got to lose?
Ooh!
What in God's name you doing with that can of nuts? Well, that was a disconcerting twist on an old joke.
The power came from me, Samuth. My body's all tingly. I've never felt anything like it.
You may notice a lot of bodily changes over the next few years, little buddy. It's all part
I
of...
want to do it again. Hey,
Now, where did they run off to?
Whee!
Excuse me, mister.
No more toilet breaks till the job's done right. Understand?
We're not your underlings.
Huh? I got no statements for the press.
Beard of snowy white, nose like a cherry. Haven't we met somewhere before?
Fat chance! I don't make a habit of frequenting the greasy dives in this low-rent neighborhood, but no doubt you've seen my mug splashed across the front page of your morning paper. Nicholas St. Kringle to spearhead Bobbles for Brats charity drive. Nicholas St. Kringle named Philanthropist of the Millennium.
Nicholas St. Kringle photographed in love nest with team of Swedish figure skaters.
Ahem.
Where'd that other elf make off to?
What do you care? He went home.
Yeah? Where's home?
That's company information.
I don't get it. What's an important-looking guy like you doing in a two-bit amusement palace like this?
What's to get? This paperweight character says he's made some kind of big discovery of a toy-related nature. I make it my business to keep up with all new developments on the toy front, okay?
Why aren't you up there attempting the challenge of the Sphinx?
My underlings are handling that for me.
I see. Scared to try it yourself, huh?
Scared? Nicholas St. Kringle is scared of nothing.
Oh, you fell down. Here, let me help you up.
Keep your pincers off me, you drooling little cretin! If you had the teaspoon of brains necessary to do your job, I wouldn't be down here. You're all idiots, understand?
Okay, what do we got here? Inventory list, profits, losses, naughty, nice. Employee addresses. Looks like Kringle's employees all live in that elf ghetto.
You mean Little Arctic Circle?
Yeah. Want to take a little walk? Have you seen this baby?
Sure. She's right there on that milk carton.
You can take him and get out of here. I don't want to see your little runny noses around here again. You just put that toy down.
Still at it, eh, Mr. K?
They say the key to success is persistence. Or is it pestilence?
Speaking of the latter, isn't it time for you to scuttle back to your lair?
How about a cookie, Kringle?
Go away!
Oh.
It's just my pal here hasn't eaten in 72 hours.
And you had such a kindly face.
Oh, for the love of... Okay, but just one, savvy?
Any advice on tackling Monsieur Paperweight's challenge?
Yeah, don't. Leave it to us professionals.
Oops.
The nostrils are shut. The nostrils are shut.
Sphinx has awakened. You are indeed a seeker of substance.
We like to say he's pleasantly plump.
Place your offering in the divine nostrils.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
There's more cookies in it for you if you open your mouth.
Possibly even a maple nougat nut cluster. boy!
My hieroglyphics are a little rusty. Giant cavernous sphinx nostrils.
Lubricated with the mucus of the gods.
Place your offering in the divine nostrils.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
Open up, or I take the leash off my little buddy here. You don't want to tangle with my little buddy.
Oh, boy!
I wish we had a friend who knew all about hieroglyphics. You know, a mummy or whatever. Giant cavernous sphinx nostrils.
Lubricated with the mucus of the gods.
Place.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
Nice sphinx. Pretty sphinx.
Please let us in.
You won't be sorry.
The Sphinx is unmoved by entreaties.
Oh, boy! Whatever happened to that weird mole man? Or woman?
Giant cavernous sphinx nostrils.
Lubricated with the mucus of the gods.
Place your offering in.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips
Very good. Now,
Sphinx, old pal, you remember us, don't you?
Sure he does. He couldn't forget these faces.
Let us in, buddy. Boy, it's been ages.
Oh, boy!
My hieroglyphics are a little rusty. Giant cavernous.
play.
May the divine.
Very good. Now,
Afraid I left my reading glasses at home. Is that first word open or
nice try.
Oh, boy! Ooh, funny papers.
Yeah, but they're all in hieroglyphics.
Where are we going, Samuth?
Little Arctic Circle.
Filthy elves! You pollute the sacred relics of the mole people.
Oh, lay off! Go on, burrow back where you came from.
Yeah, go chew on an earthworm, you friggin' undergrounder. Pah, I curse you.
Ooh, I'm quaking in me little elfin booties.
Why can't we all get along, Samuth?
Because most of us are little buddy.
Extra! Immigrant population tops 1 million. Mayor urges calm. Jabbering heathens can make decent Americans. Buy a paper, mister?
Lost baby.
We've got to see that show, Samuth. They've got posters up everywhere.
Got change for a dime?
What do I look like, Rockefeller?
I wish I'd paid better attention back in Mrs. O'Shaughnessy's hieroglyphics class. We're going to a lot of trouble for a can of nuts.
Psychic can of nuts, Samuth.
I never knew you had psychic powers, Maximus.
I'm as surprised as you are. The spirit voices never let on.
Hey, Slushy, get the dog in the suit. Nice hat, mister. What graveyard you digging up at?
I'm mildly disturbed to see you torturing this elf.
Yeah, elf torturing should be left to us professionals.
Icebox don't mind. He likes it, don't you, Icebox? Icebox is very cooperative. It don't hurt that he's full up on jolly juice.
Genuine snowballs, hand-carved by immigrant elves. Excuse me, buddy. I wonder if you could direct me to... Wait a minute. This isn't a real man. It's one of those snowmen they make to fool visitors to Little Arctic Circle. Have you got a quarter for the hitching post?
The horse got towed, Samuth, remember?
Hey, Mac, could you tell me the... They did it to me again.
Maybe we came at a bad time. Look, Samuth, she's got one of those newfangled hand pumps.
They're all in Molish. Excuse me, sir or madam. I can see you're busy muttering to yourself, but...
Why you break my concentration on curse? You in cahoots with disgusting elves, no?
No.
Wait! Mich Lise Duje Fizzle Einzelfeld. It is you, not boy.
Samuth, she just called me Nut Boy.
The one with great power from body to squish himself down to can of nuts, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's me, Nut Boy.
Not boy. Oh, rotten, stinking, disc-sick elves. So long I am searching after sacred cannon nuts stolen from tomb of Sammun-Mak. To find it in theater, to see it making with glorious magic, nut boy squished down with fat doggy friend.
Huh?
And then to lose it to grubby little sacrilegious maggot elves. Oh, for the strength of 10 moles to crush them to paste.
You seem upset.
Would you like to talk about it?
You, not boy and fat doggy friend. You will come to aid of pitiful mole woman. You will take Cannonut back from nasty elves and bring it to mole woman.
Sure.
The first part, anyway.
And perhaps there is something mole woman can do for you.
We're in need of a hearty chuckle. Can you read us something from your hieroglyphic funny pages?
Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Mole mates creating much merriment up and down the Nile. In first panel, husband mole say to wife, "You very angry with me, no?" You can see it's true because wife mole have scorpions crawling from the eyes. In second panel, husband say, "It's because you caught me." Oh, how you say, making the monkey dance with the beautiful temple mole maiden who have the sensuous quivering nostrils. And in the third panel, husband is falling over backwards from great astonishment when wife saying to him, "No, it's because you cut the cucumber lengthwise." Oh, you get it? Because, who cuts a cucumber lengthwise? It's crazy, no? I mean, can you imagine what kind of crazy nut would... Americans have no sense of humor.
You said something about the tomb of Sammun-Mak.
Ah, how I miss it. The happy pitter-patter of little scarabs, the smiling faces of the sarcophagi. Guarding the tomb has been our family business for many generations.
Why did you leave the old country?
Oh, tomb guarding business not what it used to be. Nowadays, no decent tomb raiders to impale. So, family sent me here. I make it big in America, I send for them.
We can't get through this gate till we read the inscription.
It wouldn't be so hard, only they went and wrote it in some crazy picture language.
Remind me what the symbols are, and I will tell you how the inscription reads.
Well, as I recall, there was a foot, a snake, then 2 squiggles, and a bird.
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Gee, hieroglyphics are easy. I didn't realize this was going to be one of those educational movies.
Keep watching. Can you tell us how to say those hieroglyphics again? A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird?
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Gee, hieroglyphics are easy.
Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
Astro Protector.
Want to skip ahead to the good part?
Quick, Samuth, read the inscription. Don't you remember your hieroglyphics?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squeagle, bird.
You remembered.
That's the way it is with foreign languages, little buddy. It's easy to get out of practice, but once you... Yipe!
Donner and bullets and foiled again! They're getting away!
Well, little buddy, here we are, fresh from a successful tomb raiding expedition in lower Middle Egypt, back on board the Desorient Express bound for New York City.
Remind me, Samuth, how did we manage to undo that security spell and swipe the Devil's Toy Box from the family of guardian moles?
Beats the hell out of me. Who can remember? The important thing is, the toy box is safe and sound right here in our... Holy Hercule Poirot in a blood-soaked bathtub with a full set of dental records and a mud-caked work boot with 2 missing treads. We've been robbed.
It must have happened while we were stocking up on ketchup packets in the snack car.
Which means the culprit is on this train. Somebody stole the Devil's Toy Box from this steamer trunk.
Who, Samuth? Who?
That's what we've got to find out. No Devil's Toy Box in there. No toy box under there.
Christmas Eve!
Sounds like Kringle.
What do you want? I'm busy in here.
Hand it over, Kringle. That toy box is ours.
We stole it fair and square.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Now scram, before I call the conductor and have you confined to the lunatic car.
There's a lunatic car?
Kringle likes cookies.
Who is it now?
Open up. This is the police.
The train police?
No, the untrained police.
Go away! Who is it now?
Can I interest you in a subscription to Thievery for Seniors?
Go away! Who is it now?
We're collecting for the Save the Reindeer Fund. Have you got any old clothing, weaponry, or toy boxes?
Go away! Who is it now?
Room service.
For the love of Blitzen, it's about damn time. Yeah, hold on a minute.
You two!
Who is it now?
Room service.
For the love of Blitzen, it's about damn time. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Can of nuts.
Cookies and nuts. But where's the milk? I distinctly ordered milk and cookies, you brainless boobies! How the hell am I supposed to eat cookies without milk?
You're the Middle European jerk who got Maximus and me stuck on the wall back in the tomb of Sammun-Mak.
Please, this is ancient history. Let go. Move on.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading. Nope, not there. Look, it's our old pal Spot.
Hi, Spot. How's the boy?
Whoa!
Cranky.
Nah.
Hope we're interrupting something.
Not at all. I was just leaving. I won't rest till you give me the you know what.
Goodbye, Jürgen.
Whatever.
Ahem. Hey, remember us?
Of course. You're the wise guys who made off with the Devil's Toy Box, the treasure we moles have been guarding for almost 6,000 years.
What was that fellow with the fruity accent doing in here?
Private business. Let's just say he wants something that only I can give him.
Oh, Dad. You don't have to be so secretive.
After all we've been through together in Real 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
You're not mad at us for raiding your tomb?
Heck no! Losing that toy box was the best thing that ever happened to us mole people. After 6,000 years, we can finally say goodbye to burial chambers and hello to Broadway.
America! I can hardly wait!
Do you know where you're going when we reach America?
To join my wife, Natasha. We sent her ahead to get established. I hear she's managed to score us a sweet boiler room on the west side.
Oh, funny thing, that toy chest we swiped from you?
Somebody swiped it from us.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Can we inspect your trunk?
No.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
No Devil's Toy Box in there. No toy box under there. Hi there. Seen the Devil's Toy Box lately?
What do I care about toy boxes? I've got more important things to think about.
I hope you're not still sore at us for stealing your boyfriend.
Huh? Oh, you mean that silly ventriloquist dummy? I don't care about him anymore. He was just a childish fancy. I'm totally a woman now.
You are not!
I've got a new boyfriend now.
New boyfriend? That wouldn't happen to be...
You know how my dad is. He mustn't know about our engagement.
Engagement? You mean...
Oh, he hasn't asked me yet, but I can see it in his eyes.
What attracts you to a guy like that anyway?
His tragic aura. There's something haunted about him, like he's laboring under some kind of terrible curse.
Twittishness?
Just out of curiosity, what was your dad whispering about with that overripe European?
His name is Jurgen. I'm not supposed to know what he wants from my dad, but, well, come on. Duh. Poor sweet thing. He tried so hard to avoid making eye contact with me.
Excited about moving to America, eh?
You bet! In the New World, a girl can grow up to be anything she wants to be. A seamstress, a nurse, a kindergarten teacher, even a stenographer.
Hope it works out for you, kid.
Mrs. Jurgen.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
The Devil's Toy Box.
Therefore, we must invoke our spurious authority and look inside.
I've read my railway regulations manual. You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
A fortune in jewels.
You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
Kidnapped children.
You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Help! I'm a prisoner in here!
Got someone in the trunk, eh? I'm afraid Railway Regulation number 268 leaves us no choice but to inspect it.
You're not the train conductors.
We're the untrained conductors.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Clothes, blankets, pots and pans, magical bric-a-brac. No toy chest in here. I guess you're cleared.
Why would we steal the toy chest back? It was hard enough to get rid of it.
Think this is significant?
It's selectable, isn't it?
That's just one of our magic spells. Pay it no mind. Only mole people can do mole magic, and that particular spell is only useful to those who are under the dread vampire curse.
Some kind of vampire reverse curse?
I didn't say that.
Think this is significant?
It's select.
That's just...
Yes?
The mole girl from next door thinks you're all that.
She is totally hot for you.
Please, as if I am not already cursed enough.
Hiding a toy box in your compartment, are you? About yay big, 6,000 years old?
No.
Who are you really, and what are you doing on this train?
I told you, I am but a humble student of the antiquities.
Oh, yeah? This train isn't an antiquity.
It will be someday.
Somebody was asking for you in another car.
Yeah? Who?
Mr. Kringle, next car over.
Don't know him.
You and the mole man next door seem to have some sort of mysterious connection.
Pfft. If it were up to me, I would have no connection with these mole men and their pesky curses. But I am not completely free yet.
Listen, we know what it is you're looking for and where you can find it.
And I should believe you. Why?
Because we've got honest faces.
Please.
We're watching you, Jurgen.
Yeah, like I care.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading. Nope, not there. No toy box in there.
Just some creepy dead guy.
Hello, boss. We was only... It ain't him. Just them 2 months from New York. Yeah?
What are you elves doing on this train?
We go where Kringle goes. We're his retinue like. Only he don't know nothing about our secret project.
How many elves you got in there?
At last count, 153.5.
0.5?
Gary, the third-level paladin, is only half-elf.
I'm obviously supposed to ask you about this secret project.
I ain't authorized to talk about it. You'll have to talk to the project manager. Hey, Slushy!
What's up, dog?
You okay, Slushy?
You're looking kind of pale, dude.
Yeah, so they tell me. I guess I got bit by something or other. No pain, though. Matter of fact, I never felt better.
Seriously, I hate to break it to you, but I think you're a vampire.
Ah, Guan, you don't buy that hooey any more than I do. I could go for a nice blood sausage, though.
Slushy the vampire elf.
Soon to be a beloved holiday special.
Quit kidding around.
What's this secret project everybody's talking about?
It's a new toy. Oh, boy, what a toy. This baby'll have old man Kringle turning backflips once we spring it on him. Just putting the finishing touches on it now.
Can you give us a sneak peek?
We ain't letting the cat out of the bag, not yet. Gotta get it kid-tested first, to make absolutely certain we got a winner.
Kid tested, eh? My little buddy has the brain of a child.
I keep it in my bedroom closet.
Nix. We gotta test this toy with a real kid.
Toys aren't just for kids anymore.
I predict that by the 21st century, grown men will keep toys in their office cubicles.
Yeah, well, this is a 20th century toy, and it requires a 20th century kid to test it.
On a different subject. Stay spooky. Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. She's napping.
So you're the type that would barge in on a girl and interrupt her nap time, eh? Can't say I'm surprised. What can I do for you fellows?
You nap to Ride of the Valkyries?
Always have. Puts me out like a light.
Shows you how different people are. I always fall asleep to the tears of a clown.
Poor old Chuckles.
I think his shackles are too tight.
Say, baby Amelia Earhart.
Uh-huh.
We've got a big surprise for you, baby Amelia Earhart. You have been chosen to participate in a market research project.
Uh-huh. What's the catch?
No catch.
Just go next door with that nice vampire elf.
Where he'll give you a brand new toy to play with.
Not interested. Far too busy. What do I look like to you fellows? A child?
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart, be a sport. All you have to do is go play with a toy for a few minutes.
You go play with it. I've got more important things to do.
Somebody went and stole our toy box.
You mean the toy box you stole from the tomb of Sammun-Mak? Where's the decency? Well, search me, boys. I'm clean.
Flight of the Valkyries. That's an unusual kind of lullaby.
I'm an unusual kind of kid.
Got your own compartment now, eh? Going legit?
I can afford to, thanks to our old friend Sammun-Mak. Gold-plated scarabs are fetching a nice price on the commodities market these days.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
No devil's toy box in there. Funny how Rite of the Valkyries puts her right out.
It would have been nice to know that back when it was useful.
Bye-bye, baby.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading. Nope, not there.
I've got something for you, Jurgen.
At last! Give me the letter.
I bared my soul in it.
Oh, I am so touched to the core of my being. Let me put it among my keepsakes.
Nobody home. Garlic, crosses, and wolfsbane. What do you make of that, little buddy?
Jesus pesto?
Methinks somebody's trying to ward off vampires.
Don't say methinks, Samuth. Huh. Our compartment didn't come with a weird occult shrine in the closet.
This must be the deluxe suite. Methinks somebody's trying to ward off vampires. Some sort of letter. My dearest Jurgen, what is this itch that spreads across my dewy young moleskin whenever you are near? I don't know if I should read this.
Read it. Read it.
Whenever you are near, it is love, and only your long, pale fingers can scratch it. Do you itch for me as well? No need to answer. I can see the agony in your eyes when we're together.
I'll bet!
But I must beg you to keep our love a secret for now. My ogre of a father would have a fit. He doesn't realize I'm no longer his little girl, and my grandfather has this crazy irrational hatred for people from Stuttgart.
Interesting.
Be patient, my prince. There's a place for us. A place where moles and Germans can lock lips for eternity.
I think I know what that place is called.
Your love kitten, Nefertiti.
Ah, now we're getting to the good part.
Yeah, but is it a romance or horror?
There's a difference?
Look at the time. I must be going. Please consider my offer.
As a responsible adult, I feel it's my duty to give you this.
Hey! Huh? My dearest Jurgen? Dewy young moleskin? Long pale fingers? Nefertiti!
Dad! We're in love!
You are not!
I hope I am not interrupting anything.
Debaucher, cradle robber, despoiler of innocence!
Perhaps this is a bad time.
I curse you!
No!
Whatever.
You've ruined my life again!
You'll survive.
Yeah? Survive this! The whole scene hex.
No, no. For the love of God, no. I don't like this any better than you do, little buddy. Nature's a miracle. Keep working at it. Hey, remember us?
Of course.
So, I hear you throw a mean curse.
But don't worry. I only use the curse on fellows she has a crush on. And, well, I don't mean to be cruel, but you're hardly her type.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
I'm taking off for a while. See ya.
Yes?
I'm glad to see my dad's curse wore off. Sorry about that.
Whatever. You know what I want, don't you?
Poor little dear. She's completely tongue-tied.
Only we could put the words in her mouth. The vampire reverse curse?
Tell me, where can I find it?
The sarcophagus in the next car.
Oh, I am saved from the fate worse than death. I am so happy I could kiss you. But I won't.
Jurgen?
Kringle likes milk.
Who is it now?
Room service.
For the love of Blitzen, it's about damn time. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Get a nut.
Cookies and milk, and they threw in a free can of nuts to make up for the inconvenience. You're bad for me, you naughty little snacks. But you go down so good. Get the holly berries.
Huh. He's out cold. It's empty.
What? You mean I gave up my precious milk for nothing?
Wait a minute. There's a note. The Brotherhood of Yog-Sothoth. Who could have written this?
Who indeed?
I would. I've been double-crossed! Out, damn you, out!
What now? I wonder if Nefertiti's dad knows his daughter's still crazy about us. Hey, remember us?
Of course.
After all we've been through together in Reel 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On us.
Still? Well, then I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna have to hit you again with the old sexo-rejexo hex. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Walk me through this sexo-rejexo hex.
Oh, it's very simple. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal! Send him over!
Okay, boys, cut to the punchline.
It's playtime!
You really liked it, then?
Liked it? I adored it. Haven't had that much fun in ages. Made me feel like a 16-month-old again.
Hot dog, that's just what we was hoping to hear. Thanks, kid.
Revelatory. Positively revelatory. I dare say that toy has changed the course of my entire life. It's a model biplane.
Astro Protector.
Should we go back to the earlier reel or skip ahead to the next one?
Hey, Slushy! Look!
How you doing in there, Icebox? I'm mildly disturbed to see you torturing this elf.
Yeah, elf torturing should be left to us professionals.
Icebox don't mind. He likes it, don't you, Icebox? Icebox is very cooperative.
It don't hurt that he's full up on jolly juice.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee! Extra for...
Got change for a dime?
What do I look like, Rockefeller?
What's the matter? Yous get off at the wrong stop or something?
Swells like yous generally steer clear of Little Arctic Circle.
Who's the dame you were fighting with when we walked in?
Crazy old bat. Some cock and bull story about how the moles is the eternal guardians of the tomb of some joik.
Sammun-Mak.
Yeah, and get this. Our can of nuts is really some kind of mumbo-jumbo voodoo drum in her creepy religion. And when I don't hand it over to her, she zaps me with the full-on gypsy Kleist routine.
Tough break.
Banana oil. That stuff might kill him in Moldavia or wherever, but it don't play in the US of A.
So, the curse doesn't worry you at all?
Nah, us elves don't believe in that magical junk.
We represent Toymakers Local 614.
Stand up and be counted. No contract, no work.
Pipe down. We don't need that kind of trouble. We got a cushy setup here.
5 hours off every other month. Oh, and we just last week talked the boss into taking the steel tip off the whip.
Don't louse it up for us.
What in God's name you doing with that can of nuts?
Wyken, what does it look like?
Special job for Mr. K himself.
We's in the toy and novelty racket, see? We swiped, that is, we managed to acquire this nifty little gizmo here.
Sports a couple of interesting features.
We cracked the code and Boss Kringle makes a fortune selling it over the holidays.
Which means big bonuses for the likes of us.
Give it up. You'll never manage to reverse engineer that can of nuts. It only works in the presence of Max's ineffable aura.
Right. I hate to say it, but you guys' auras are just plain effable.
Ah, Guan, you chumps got no more claim on this can than we do. Only we got it, and we're keeping it, see?
We'll see about that, you bonsai bandits.
No, Maximus? I think we should go.
Huh?
They're only going to kill themselves trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, we've got the toy idea that's going to set the industry on its ear. See you in the funny papers, suckers.
Wait a minute! The boss will pay big if we bring him a great new concept.
And it's true, we ain't getting nowhere with this can of nuts.
Tell you what, Polly, we might be willing to work out a trade. Give us your toy idea. If it's really a winner like you say, we'll let you have the can. No fuss.
It's a toy biplane.
He's on to something there. Air travel's the latest thing.
It can't miss. Snowcone, get the boys working on a prototype. Post haste. I'll spring it on the boss when he's good and jollied up on milk and cookies. It's a cinch he'll give us the old ho-ho-ho.
Raises all around.
Then you don't mind giving us that can?
Oh, that. Love to, Mac, but, me friend here's sort of attached to it.
Yeah, it's like it's part of him.
What do you say we remove some parts from some elves?
After you.
You ow! Hey! Stop! Ow!
What's that stuff that comes out of them when they splatter?
Not sure. People use it to thicken eggnog.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx?
Hey, didn't he steal this shtick from Miss Lizzie and her boisterous barmaids?
I don't think so. This act doesn't have a chimp.
If at first you don't succeed, eh, gentlemen? Be my guest. Place your offering in the divine nostrils.
Can of nuts.
Oh, boy! Oh.
Breathe deeply, Sphinx. Accept the offering of our scent.
Wait, louse.
Place your...
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
Foot, snake, squeagle, squeagle, bird.
Well done, my friends. Now, there's only one barrier between yourselves and ultimate victory.
You chattering little ice monkey! If those two chuckleheads beat us to the prize...
Don't worry about it, boss. Oh, so they got lucky on the password. Luck ain't gonna get them through that gate.
Ain't budging.
Oh, boy! Oh.
Giant cavernous...
Impressive.
Samuth passed a...
Yellow nut.
You've done it! You have beaten the challenge of the Sphinx! You are the gifted one I have been searching for.
I'm the gifted one.
I'm his manager.
No matter, I've got tickets for both of you. Tomorrow morning, you set off for sunny Egypt aboard the Disorient Express.
Gee, thanks.
I may weep with gratitude.
But that's not all. An even more fabulous prize awaits you, and another challenge should you choose to accept it. I charge you with the task of delving into the actual tomb of Sammun-Mak and recovering the legendary Devil's Toy Box.
Is that all?
Say no more. We're on the case.
Time to roll out Plan B.
Score one for the great-grandparents.
Yeah, but I bet you Kringle and the elves beat them to the chest.
You're nuts. Don't listen to him, fellas. Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
Yeah?
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
Stay spooky.
Slushy hasn't even
Don't be a...
Yeah?
Now that your secret's out, you won't mind if we snoop through your steamer trunks?
Nah, come on. We got nothing to hide.
153.5 steamer trunks, but no chest.
Lot of chest nuts, though.
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
Kringle wants to see you.
Ah, great, 'cause I want to see him. Can't wait to see the look on his face when I tell him all about our new toy biplane.
Ah, don't bite me! Don't bite me!
Well, what did he think?
Who?
Kringle, about the toy.
Oh, right. Matter of fact, I never made it to his compartment. I got caught up in some personal business along the way. Excuse me.
Yes?
You're looking a little peaked.
I know! I have become a vampire! A horrible creature of the night, feared and loathed by all!
Ah, cheer up, Jurgen. You were loathed by all before you became a vampire.
If you're still looking for the vampire reverse curse, you won't find it here.
No, it's too late for that. I was just thinking how this sarcophagus would make a voodoo bar bed if I could find another place to stash the moldering corpse.
Look on the bright side. Surely the mole girl will leave you alone, now you're a vampire.
You clearly know nothing about the teenage girls. She thinks I am even more tragically sexy than before.
Oh.
Tough break.
Stay out of the sun.
Yes, your concern is so touching.
Nobody home. Shall we?
Yes, let's shall.
Oh, no, you don't! Oh, garlic! Crosses! My own protective talismans are keeping me away! Oh, the bitter irony of it all! Curses!
Curses indeed!
Stop! Get your filthy hands off that toy box! It's not for the likes of you, it's...
Empty.
What?
The trunk is empty.
No! I have failed you, Yogg-Sothoth, but you will be avenged!
You know, even for a vampire, he's a weirdo.
Well, that's the lot of them, little buddy. We've cleared every name on the list.
Except one.
Huh?
I must admit you had me fooled, Samuth. Always so concerned about the missing toy box and the way you were always slipping off for a smoke break.
I never slipped off for
Grand Central Station. Now arriving at Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
What's that? Baby
Baby
Amelia
Amelia
Earhart?
Earhart?
Yes, baby Amelia Earhart. Little baby Amelia Earhart, not worth bothering with, not good enough to play with the big boys. Oh no, she's just a woman. Well, it appears this insignificant female has beat quite a few of the big boys at their own game, and now she's going home with all the toys, while the others are left scratching their heads, wondering what hit them.
Grand Central Station.
Any last words before we part?
Watch your step.
Kind of anticlimactic for a boss fight.
I thought it was exciting. Let's take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. We've got an appointment with Monsieur Paperweight.
Gee, the olden days are fun. How come you never take me on transoceanic train trips, Sam?
The Zeppelin industry has rendered that mode of transportation obsolete, little buddy. Well, little buddy, here we are, bound for adventure on the Disorient Express. Egypt, land of ancient tombs and odd-looking humanoid figures with animal heads.
I'm scared, Samuth. What if we don't fit in?
We've got to. Mr. Paperweight has charged us with an important mission, and we can't let him down.
I hope it involves asps. I love asps.
You love the word asps.
Tickets, please. Please get out your tickets.
Now remember, don't breathe a word about our mission. We can't let a soul know we're headed
To the tomb of Sammun-Mak to bring back the devil's toy box.
cascading Cupid dolls and the four-color funny pages smeared with spaghetti.
Name's Earhart. Baby Amelia Earhart, the famous lost kid. Perhaps you've seen my milk carton?
I have.
I'm a spirited little tyke. Lit off from the nursery one day and never looked back. I'm out for adventure, and I figure you might be needing a cute little sidekick.
I've already got a cute little sidekick.
Yeah, we don't need to see it, Samuth. Not now.
Tickets. Produce your tickets.
Tickets. I'll take those.
I don't think
Nothing
so.
doing.
Open up and show your tickets.
Everyone, be quiet.
And invisible.
I hope you've a plan.
Open this trunk. Open it this instant, do you hear me? You can't get rid of me
She
this
won't
easily.
shut
I
up,
know
Samuth.
my rights.
I
There
know
are
what to
laws
do.
about
I'm great
locking
with kids.
children in trunks, you know. The law frowns on that sort of thing.
Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say a word.
Yah-ho-wah.
Open up, I say.
We've got to hide.
Candle nut.
I'm coming in. Huh. Could have swore there was somebody gabbing in here. Huh. Nobody here. Reckon I were wrong.
That was a close call.
Lucky for us, we played that tour in Gutter Demerung.
We sure put one over on that sap of a conductor, didn't we, partners?
Partners? For the last time, kid, you're not joining our outfit.
Nonsense. This is just the beginning. We've got an endless series of marvelous adventures ahead of us.
Ta-da! No fanfare.
You'll find it's not so easy to impress these Egyptian types with your magic act, little buddy. These jokers ingest sorcery with their mother's milk.
Speaking of which, it looks like we finally managed to lose that pesky baby Amelia Earhart.
By George, you're right. That was a clever move, pointing her at that mirage and telling her it was an oasis.
Little kids are so trusting.
Now, let's get down to the business at hand. We've got to find the Devil's Toy Box before it's scooped up by some disreputable tomb raiders.
More disreputable than us, you mean?
Look for a hidden passageway leading to an endless labyrinth. No doubt we'll encounter a dizzying array of fiendish death traps, but if we keep our wits about us...
Found it!
About time.
Whee!
Stop quaking with girlish timidity, Maximus.
It isn't that. It's my psychic aura. It's acting up again, Samus. Something within that toy box is calling out to me. Samus! It's a ventriloquist dummy!
Don't panic, little buddy. It could be a fake.
Well, well, what have we here? Tomb Raiders? Oh my, we haven't had a good raiding in nigh under 50 years. Now just sit tight for a minute. Afraid you caught us with our trousers down, so to speak. Haven't bothered to reset the security system in, I don't know how long. Now then, protection spell looks to be in order. There. That ought to do the trick. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned protection spell. Now don't touch that toy box if you value your hide.
There goes my aura again. I must have that dummy. Was that a...
Yes, little buddy. It looks like you got your asp.
And it's a big asp, too.
Psst.
Huh?
Over here. You are wanting the Devil's Toy Box, yeah? I can help you, but you must help me first.
Who? Who did this to you?
The moles. They are completely verrückt. Especially the old one. At first he played the kindly grandfather, but then without warning he turned on me like the vicious wild beast and cursed me with bad luck. I tried to flee, but the way out was blocked by a nasty mole woman with a cheesy accent. She threw another curse at me. In my confusion, I blundered into a tripwire and poof! Curse number 3. And here I am.
How do European gent like yourself wind up on a two-dimensional surface like this?
I am but a poor student of the antiquities. I came to Egypt in order to make sketches of the tomb decorations. Little did I expect I would become a tomb decoration myself.
What's your problem? Bad accent?
No, I have been confined on this accursed wall for decades. You must free me. Bitte?
What do we need to do to get you down from there?
Do you see the bust of Sammun-Mak? There's a secret clasp underneath it. Release the clasp and I am released from the wall, your grateful servant.
How do we get to the bust?
That is the good question.
You know how to break the spell of protection over the toy box?
Natürlich. During my long confinement here, I have had much opportunity to study the mole magic.
Then why can't you undo your own curse?
Alas, I have the limited mobility up here. You undo my spell, I'll help undo yours.
Hang tight.
I'm good at that.
This big ugly guy seems to be very taken with the little gold guy, maybe to an unhealthy degree. This big ugly guy seems to...
Oh, glorious third dimension! Oh, blessed relief! I'm free! And you're not. So sorry. Gotta run.
Wait.
You said you'd help us land the devil's toy box.
Do not be silly. What would a couple of bas-reliefs want with a toy box? Tschüss!
Infidels!
Vipers! You have removed the sacred bust of Sammun-Mak.
For your sins, you must remain on this wall.
Okay, fair enough. For how long?
For eternity!
I don't get it.
Okay, for reals. There's got to be some way around this stuck on the wall for eternity hoo-ha.
Well...
Yeah? Come on.
Well, we have to let you off if you can answer the riddle of the Sphinx.
Which no one ever has.
Look, I shouldn't say anything, but my friend here, he's the one.
The one?
You know, the one.
Like in the prophecies.
Prophecies?
Didn't you get some prophecies about a great powerful something or other with a magical thing?
When we get home, I'm gonna have a little talk with my agent.
I'm sorry to threaten you, but my little buddy here knows every show tune ever written. And unless you take us off this wall, he's going to sing them all for eternity.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Silence!
Excuse me, I need to use the little Pharaoh's room.
You'll have to hold it a while.
How long?
For eternity!
I still don't get it.
Let's hear the riddle.
All right. You who raid the Pharaoh's tomb, much deserving of your doom. If you want to save your hide, tell us what the gods deride.
What the gods deride. To cut the cucumber lengthwise?
Boy, that's a good one.
Never gets old, does it?
We're free!
And we've still got the bust of Sammun-Mak. Huh. 2 doorways.
Halt! 2 doorways.
I just said that.
The doorway of life and the doorway of death. Choose aright, and you will pass through to the Chamber of Delight, wherein our greatest treasure resides. Choose a wrong.
A wrong?
And a mighty scimitar will strike from above and slice you cleanly in half. Proceed, if you dare. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Grr. You were supposed to go through the other door. The other door is the one with the scimitar. You won't be so lucky next time. I'm going to recalibrate the mechanism. You'll have to pass this point again on your way out, and then watch out. That's all. You're not allowed to look.
I guess it's only fair to give him a second chance.
There we see the body of Sammun-Mak, borne to the tomb by the Mole Guardians. They say it was the costliest burial of all time.
Now that's what I love about this country. You guys know how to throw a classy funeral.
Sammun-Mak discovers the Devil's Toy Box, the moment that changed the course of history. Sammun-Mak the Great, at the zenith of his power.
Gee, I want to be a god king.
Young Sammun-Mak started life as a humble frog catcher, but fate intervened.
Hold it right there, buckos! Can't you read hieroglyphics?
It's a turn and a leaf.
Exactly. Turn and leaf. The two of us want to be alone. We happen to be sharing a super intimate moment. Marquis, lover boy.
Lover boy?
It's the dummy!
His name is Charlie Hotep. Now, are you gonna keep away, or do I have to shit spot on you? What?
So what happens if we decide to just saunter right in?
Do you want me to set my ass on you?
No, no! Oh, please, God, anything but that!
Your father said something about finding his greatest treasure in here.
Yeah, so you found her. But don't start getting any ideas. I've already found my dream boy.
I'm truly happy for all of us.
We can't just leave. We went through so much to get here.
The doorways of life and death, you mean?
Right.
Dad built that. It's like supposed to discourage shooters. As if I need him always watching over me. God, so embarrassing.
Listen, kid, I know your feelings for Charlie Hotep are very, well...
Dysfunctional?
But I'm going to have to insist you turn him over to my pal here.
Charlie and me are soulmates.
Right, as if. Charlie and I have a perfect understanding. Just try and come between us, and I'll put a curse on you that'll curl your toes.
What's your curse, little girl?
The whole scene hex. But I'm not very good at it yet.
Stay sullen, kid.
Shut up!
Is he friendly?
Depends. He's not too good with living beings, but he likes dead things. Whee!
Say, buddy.
Yes?
Hey, buddy, you know anything about an elderly mole man with specs?
Sure, that's my pop. He guards the burial chamber.
We ran into this mole person back in New York. Kerchief, obsessed with a can of nuts.
Natasha! My darling little pudding snout. Tell me, what was she up to?
Cursing elves, mostly.
Still doing what she loves most.
Can you convince the old guy to take down his protection spell and let us have the devil's toy box?
The devil's toy box? The treasure we moles have been guarding for 6,000 years?
Yeah.
No.
Answer me something, Pops. Why is it the moles back in New York speaking this funny dialect, and you talk just the same way we do?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm completely thrown by your accent.
Will you please tell your daughter to stop making indecent proposals to us?
My daughter? You?
It's flattering, of course, but a clear violation of workplace guidelines on sexual harassment.
Stop saying that! You're like the grossest guys I've had the unfortunate displeasure to meet. Ever!
Indulging in a bit of wishful thinking, eh, fellas?
Is that the scimitar there, over the...
Don't look! Don't look! The doors of life and death are supposed to be a surprise!
Your daughter keeps threatening to curse us.
Well, she needs the practice. But I'm sure you fellows don't want to experience the Holstein hex. It's utterly devastating.
Any other curses we should be aware of?
Pop's got a good one. The bad luck whammy. But he never gets riled enough to use it.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
violated my inner sanctum!
Ew.
Go get him, Spot!
A can of nuts for our tea party? You're the best little snake in the whole world. Well, Charlie, you finally got me alone. Now's your chance to murmur those 3 little words.
We're out of here.
Huh? You! See how you like Nefertiti's curse! Wait a minute, how does it go? Oh yeah.
Maximus!
No! For the love of God, no! No!
Say something, little buddy.
Moo.
Whew, he's all right. Practice makes perfect, kid. I'm sure you'll improve.
Oh, I hate you! You ruined my whole life! Whee!
Come on, cutie. Come to Grandpa.
Why, you sly old rascal.
Whoa, stay back, fellas. I was talking to her.
Hello, boys.
Bouncing boomerangs at a barbecue. She's back.
Never underestimate an independent woman.
Ain't she a caution? Just like my granddaughter used to be not so long ago. Yeah, come on. Come to Grandpa. Grandpa's got toys.
I like toys.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Say, Gramps.
What can I do for you, gents?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses.
Ah, here we go. Curses, that's all anybody remembers about us mole people. We're good at dancing, too, but nobody ever wants to hear about that. Forgive the outburst, Sonny. What was it you wanted to know?
Your son Benny must have a pretty powerful curse.
You better believe it. The, SCXO Rejexo Hex fixes it so the very sound of your voice repels the opposite you-know-what.
I hear around the neighborhood you're a pretty mean curser yourself.
Me? Sure, I've got a curse. The bad luck whammy. But I haven't used it in ages.
It's like whistling or taxidermy. You never really forget.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You? I wouldn't put a curse on a couple of nice fellas like you. I only curse people I hate.
I'll bet your darling granddaughter knows how to curse up a storm.
Well, let's just say her Holstein hex might put you fellas in a bad mood. Once she's got it down pat, that is.
About enough about curses.
Yes, something else you want to know?
Say, Gramps, you know that spell of protection you put on the devil's toy box? We just cracked it.
Yep, we nabbed the treasure and we're on our way. Just stopped in to say goodbye.
Oh, nice try, you fellas. That security spell is pretty near foolproof, I reckon. I cast it many times, and it ain't failed me yet.
How about you let us come in, and we'll toss the baby over to you?
No, sir. Baby's got to come to Grandpa all on her own, some. And then Grandpa'll tell her little stories and pinch her little fat cheeks.
Lord help us.
Nice blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks. Used them to teach my little Nefertiti how to spell way back in the day. Come on, princess. Gramps has some blocks for you to play with.
Can I have them?
You're a little old to be playing with blocks, ain't you?
Stay vague.
Eh?
Look, Samus, hieroglyphic blocks!
The time-honored method of introducing children to the joy of cultic incantations. Hey, Gramps, who's in the sarcophagus?
Well, let's see if you can guess. You're in the tomb of Sammun-Mak.
Wait, don't help us!
Psst. Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. We were terribly distraught to lose you back there in the desert.
Yes, I could see that at the time, from the way your shoulders were shaking with grief as you ran away. Or was it laughter? Anyway, fortunately for me, a caravan happened to be passing through the area. Bandits. They saw me there and picked me up. I don't speak much Arabic, but I did manage to gather something about my fetching an attractive price at the slave bazaar in Marrakesh. That would have been the end of the story, I suppose, if their chief hadn't carelessly left his scimitar within reach and if I weren't such an expert swordsman. Swordswoman.
Yes, well, don't wander off again.
Next time, something serious could happen.
What you doing in there, baby Amelia Earhart?
Studying the graves of the ancient tomb guardians. I'm on the verge of a major discovery. If my hunch is correct, this place was once home to a race of mole men.
That nice and only vaguely creepy old man over there wants to play with you.
Yes, I know. And you want me to toddle over on my adorable little footsie, so he'll bounce me on his knee and pinch my fat little cheeks and tell me suffocatingly dull stories about bunny rabbits. Also, you can sneak in behind his back and make off with his jewel-encrusted scarab collection or something. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
My, you are a clever little imp.
Too clever for you, I'm afraid. I've no intention of being a pawn in your game, whatever it is, and I think I've a pretty good idea. Besides, I detest being slobbered over by geriatrics. I find it highly demeaning. I'm a liberated baby, you know. To hell with that Gucci-goo nonsense. This is the 20th century!
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart. Go see Grandpa.
Not in a million years.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
That security spell is what's keeping us from nabbing the devil's toy box.
That's the idea, Sonny. Did I cast that protection spell, or didn't I? Can't remember. Well, no harm in giving it another shot.
Two doorways. The doorway of life, passageway to paradise. The doorway of death, a swinging blade to slice you cleanly in half. But which is which? Which is which?
Wait, isn't he gonna tell us?
How lucky can you get? You won't be so lucky next time. Just you wait.
Say, buddy.
Yes?
Puppy love. Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wish she wouldn't get her lip liner all over my fur.
Oh, barf!
She doesn't sound infatuated to me.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Charlie, you and I are going to make beautiful music together. Now, let's see. Where do my hands go? Ah! I can't hold it inside any longer. I love you, Samus and Maximus. I want to be your mole. I want to have your puppies. There, I've said it.
Nefertiti!
I didn't...
If I hadn't just heard it with my own ears, I'd have never believed it.
But it wasn't...
I've got no choice but to blast you fellows with the Sexo-Rejexo hex. Brace yourselves. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee! Whee! Whee!
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Wanna go on a ride?
Psychic ventriloquism.
Say hi to Grandpa!
Well, well, look who dropped in. Ain't you a lively little wiggler?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Wait, Grandpa's got a story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a family of adorable bunny rabbits. Now, these little rabbits lived in a hole at the bottom of a fir tree. Now, that seemed like a contradiction, doesn't it? A tree with fur on it. But it was a funny forest, and they was funny little bunnies. Little scamp got away. Come on back out, baby. Grandpa's got lots more stories for you.
Tourist brochures, eh? Planning a little vacation?
Yep, Benny and the kid think I could do with a little airing out. Been in this tomb so long, I'm starting to grow mold. Problem is, there's just so many darn places to visit. Say, where you boys from?
You wouldn't have heard of it. A little town called Stuttgart.
Stuttgart? You mean to tell me I've been standing here talking to a couple of dang nab-dad-blasted Stuttgarterians?
What's your language, Gramps?
No cursing in the burial chamber.
Oh, ho, ho. You ain't experienced cursing till you got a snoot full of my extra spicy bad luck whammy.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails. No heads. Hell, no tails.
You lose.
Whoops. Let you slip in, did I? Well, I guess you can stay.
Two doorways. The doorway of life, passageway to paradise. The doorway of death, a swinging blade to slice you cleanly in half. But which is which? Which is which? Hey! Don't throw things through the doorway of death! Do you want to dull the blades?
Hey, we're the meat-based version of us again.
Now, to scramble this security spell. Great, they're welded in place. It's a perfectly fine protection spell, but I think we can improve it. Now that's an inscription.
What's all the commotion? Did I forget to cast the protection spell?
Look! No moles in sight. Stone Guardian guys, otherwise occupied.
Unbreakable spell of protection, broken.
Nothing standing between us and that toy box but air. Come on, little buddy, let's go get it.
That's it? No final embrace? No slow fade? No interminable credit sequence with cheesy pop cover of the title tune?
No, it ain't over yet, little buddy. We've still got the most important reel to go, remember? I think the story's about to come to a head. And speaking of coming to a head, I need to duck out for a minute. Don't you start the last reel without me.
And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, fresh from the triumphant tour of Lower Middle Egypt, the scourge of the mole people, treasure finders extraordinaire. Please welcome Samuth and Maximus.
Hi, folks. We didn't mean to interrupt the show. And here's that toy box you wanted. We'll be on our way.
Just as soon as you cough up our prize.
Of course. But before I hand out the big reward, perhaps I can coax our intrepid adventurers into telling us a bit about their grand adventure.
Not much to it, really.
We came, we saw, we conquered. Hand over the loot.
So modest. No, I'm afraid my audience wants all the gory details. Don't you, friends? So tell me, Samuth and Maximus, to begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
An astounding story, all the more convincing for being implausible.
Now do we get our...
However, once inside the tomb of Sammun-Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
Cleverly noting that Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription, we turned ourselves into bas-relief tomb carvings, shuffled over to the marquee where the inscription was located, and added additional glyphs which had the effect of reversing the spell.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
What a strange and compelling, if convoluted, story. Audience, give them a hand for what they've been through. The adventure does not end there. I'm told that you two were victims of a brazen daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
The robbery was committed by none other than that irrepressible scamp, baby Amelia Earhart.
She almost got away with it, but we were a little too tough for her.
A resourceful duo, don't you agree?
That's nice. Now, how about that reward?
Fear not, my talented little logomorph. You will receive your reward, right?
No!
My dear Maximus, you have been chosen to play the starring role in the greatest spectacle of the age. The summoning of Yog-Sagoth.
The hell I have! Where's Salmon?
Yog-Sagoth, most terrible of the Ancient Ones, banished from this earthly plane for 6 long millennia. But you, with your extraordinary psychic gift, you will intone the words to bring him from the realm of darkness into the light.
The hell I will!
Yes, the hell you will. If you refuse to play your role, a certain friend of yours will meet an unfortunate demise.
Samus!
An unfortunate demise in a vat of flesh-eating ants.
Yikes! But are you sure this role is me?
You are the one with the gift. Which reminds me. Can't have you pulling any funny business.
All right, then. Let's get it over with. Cue up the entrance music.
Yog-Sagoth, primal prince of chaotic night, descend to us through the writhing wastes of utter darkness. We summon thee with the deathless words from the Book of Abominations. Now you say, Umke Onine, the utter race Einfei.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. What's my motivation supposed to be?
Abject fear.
Right.
Nice atmospheric touch.
Yikes!
Nice atmospheric touch. Gone to the dark side, Charlie? It was a trick can after all. Those are some creepy toys. Those are some creepy toys. Those are some creepy toys. Those are some creepy toys.
Now you say, Umke Onine, the utter race Einfei.
Yog-Sagoth, Yog-Sagoth, when your body waxes rough.
What are you doing?
I thought it'd be nice if he had a theme song.
Say your line.
No. This is where my skee-ball expertise pays off.
Charlie, am I glad to see?
Now you say, Umke Onine, the utter race Einfei.
I see him! There he is, in the chest!
Yog-Sagoth?
Tentacles, glowing red eyes. Yep, gotta be him. Shorter than I expected him to be.
Let me see. Where?
Look close.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Umke Onine, the other ways Einfei.
Uh-oh.
Well, that was impressively grotesque.
We certainly gave the audience their money's worth, wouldn't you say, folks? What about this thing?
Oh, that's right. Can't have the Devil's Toy Box falling into any other villainous hands.
Where should we stash it?
Fellas, I appreciate your thinking of us, but we don't do that old world hocus pocus anymore. I got a nice dry cleaning business, and Nefertiti's going to school for...
Dad, I told you! It isn't Nefertiti anymore. It's Bubbles.
Sorry we can't help you, but you see how it is.
Yeah, we see how it is. Come on, Maximus.
Boy, America sure has changed these guys. I hardly recognize them. Look, Samuth, they even slice their cucumbers lengthwise.
What? Mich Lisa du the Fiesel Einzelfeld. It is true. Papa, have we fallen so far? We have forgotten our heritage. We have forgotten we are moles.
Okay, we'll take the toy chest back.
Great. Keep us posted if...
But you've got to help us guard it.
You will live here in this boiler room with us. There's plenty of space.
How about we compromise? Our kids will open an office in the building and help you keep an eye on the chest.
We've got kids?
Shut up, Maximus.
It's a deal. Now let's see. We'd better cast that spell of protection to keep it safe.
Let me do it, Dad.
Stand over there so you don't get zapped by the magic.
Wouldn't want to do that.
Let's see. How does it go again?
The Holstein Hex! You're not turning me into no cow!
Maximus!
No!
You know, there's a great basement apartment opening up on 83rd Street. 2 bedrooms, built-in washer-dryer.
Two skeletons, 4 mouldering reels of film, and 1 buried toy box. A century-old story, now forgotten in the sub-basement of history. But the past has a disconcerting tendency to claw through the freshly laid sod of the present and wrap its cadaverous fingers around the entrails of the future.
Well, that took longer than expected. The restroom in the train station was closed, so I had to... Hey! You watched the ending without me, didn't you, you malevolent little fiend? So tell me, what was the big final act twist? Samuth and Maximus dragged underground by sex-crazed anarchist sewer rats? Come on, little buddy, don't keep me in suspense. Obviously, the story was moving towards some mind-boggling final twist. So what was it? Max, what's wrong with... you? Little buddy?
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. The ride is about to get twisted.